Hey there, friends of the universe. Welcome to Smiling Wellness Journey Coaching. I'm Siri Johnson, and today I'm going to share with you why I decided to become a coach. So stay tuned. Somewhere between 2013 and 2015, I experienced a dual energy shift. A combination of feeling just slight dissatisfaction with what was in my life at the moment, but also feeling drawn to the future. My background is as a professional actor, which has served me beautifully. It was a very good career path for me, but I also knew I wanted to experience something different as I was approaching like my late 40s, and I was like, what else does life have to offer? So I looked at sort of my secondary skill sets, and I realized they are social related. It is connecting with other people, especially one-on-one. That's my favorite thing. And I realized looking back that I was the person that people came to feel a sense of groundedness, to feel calm, to have a sense of perspective and someone to listen to. And even if I might not have had it all together or might have been a little confused in my own head of figuring things out, that was an energy that I had, and it was something that I could offer that was actually a skill set. So I didn't figure out how important that was and how valuable that was until I came into the coaching realm. I came into coaching through the door of health coaching. I'd never even heard of health coaching, but when I did, I was like, oh, that's something that I think I could do. And the reason that it really lit a fire underneath me was because of my relationship with food. That is where the majority of my personal growth came from. My teens and my 20s and my 30s and well into my 40s, there was a lot of struggling going on. I was at battle with the plate. I hadn't made peace with my body, and I had to learn by my own doing and education and trial and error the concepts of self-love, self-acceptance, and taking responsibility for myself and what was going into my mouth, and also how I was choosing to feel about myself and my health. So I really struggled. Definitely a food addict, a compulsive overeater, an emotional eater, and that experience in my life, boy, that took a lot of time. I wasted a lot of money, a lot of energy, and simply a lot of joy by my own doing got sucked out of my life. So if I could be of service to other people and help them experience and make shifts for themselves and find what I was able to find for myself, and I'm always still working on it as well, but make their path a little bit more peaceful and enjoyable and happen without as much pain and struggle, that was going to be being of service, and that was calling to me. So that was step one. So the next phase was, as I was connecting with health coach clients, we talked about food, we talked about sugar, we talked about habits, we talked about all those things, but the thing that we talked about was everything else. Relationships, money, communication, thought patterns, beliefs, everything else came up. Because guess what? It's all interconnected. Big surprise. Now, I love food. I could talk about eating real food and healthy food and finding what works best for one's body all day long. But I also like talking about life and thought patterns and how to do things differently. So I got the life coach certification. I learned NLP, which is understanding how our minds work, learning how to use our minds so our minds don't use us. And that is so valuable. Understanding the patterns that we brought from the past and how they're creating our reality now, and how we can change those patterns or those thoughts so we can have a different outcome in the future. I think I've had that love for understanding how the mind works for a long time. My mom used to have me visualize parking spots for us when I was like 11. And understanding like journaling or affirmations or living in a space of already experiencing something even though it hasn't happened. And I haven't always been that great at it, but I have learned that my whole life, always in a state of collecting wisdom and understanding human nature. What makes us tick, what makes me tick. And that's why I like working with people, because they're so different from one to the next. And it's amazing to me to be sharing that space. And also being in a space of guiding and asking those deep questions. I don't have any problem experiencing deep feelings. My mother told me that when my father passed, I was quite young, only 4, she came home and she told me, and I didn't say anything. I simply hugged her in silence and was in that space of witnessing and being okay with that depth. And I think that's so valuable. I didn't need to fix anything. I just needed to be there. That mixed with my ability and something that I have learned to see the positive side, to always see the lessons and the opportunities within icky, crunchy moments, and to see perspective and optimism and the sunny side of the street. That is something that I've trained myself to do. And being able to experience those deep moments followed by a moment of levity and laughter within one conversation, within 30 seconds, anybody who's worked with me can say that that has happened. And that is a special gift that I bring. And being able to share my gifts with other people to bring out their gifts so that they can go forth and share what they have to offer and bring out other people's gifts and what is their offerings. Gosh, that is just the best thing ever. Being a coach for me is a natural progression of who I am. And it allows me to share this wonderful connection with other people and to be witness to their journey and to support them along the way, to be a cheerleader, to be a connection, to be an accountability partner, to say, hey, I got your back. And I get it. It took me years to understand kind of the brand of coach that I am. And I'm still developing, as everyone in any profession is. And so I decided to become a coach, to be a better human being, and to connect more with other people so they could connect with themselves, with the universe, with their God, with their divine, or whatever they want to call it, and live a better life and share the love, one person and one connection at a time. And it's a calling, and I love it. And I'm still a theater girl at heart, and I like to sing, and that will come into fruition. I love to share food videos. I love eating healthy. I love sharing things. I love my cats. And I am a lover of life and learning and wisdom. And I really appreciate your tuning into this YouTube channel and subscribing, because I want to share some things. Oh, the kitties are being really funny, but that's life. All right, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.